It's time to start being selfless. In a selfish world, everybody fights for their own interests without thinking of others. But did you know that doing something for one person may not change the world, but it could change the world of that person? I would like to share a story of courage and self-sacrificing love from a child that we can all learn from. There was once a lad who desperately needed an emergency blood transfusion to save his life. However, his only chance of survival is to get an infusion from his younger sister, who miraculously overcome the same illness and has developed antibodies that were needed to fight the disease. The pediatrician explained to the little girl that it would save her brother's life if she were to give him her blood. The girl hesitated for a moment before agreeing to give her blood. At the age of 4. This was scary, but she would do anything to save her big brother's life. As the blood transfusion was happening, she lay next to her brother in the hospital and was overwhelmed with joy as she saw the color coming back to his cheeks. Then she looked up at the pediatrician and asked, "When will I start to die?" The little girl had assumed that she was giving her life in order to save her big brother. Their parents were surprised over the misunderstanding that led the little girl to think they were choosing her brother over her, and even more astounded that she had agreed to do so. The pediatrician replied, explaining that she was not going to die, she was just going to help her brother live a long and healthy life. The love and care that she showed for her big brother teaches us about selflessness. What does the Bible say about being selfless? John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life." 1 John 3:16-18, "This is how we know what love is, Jesus Christ laid down his life for us. And we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers. If anyone has material possessions and sees his brother in need but has no pity on him, how can the love of God be in him?" Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue but with actions and in truth. Because of God's immeasurable love for humankind, he sent his only Son Jesus Christ to be crucified. Yes, you read it right, Jesus took the punishment that we deserve by sacrificing himself on the cross for the sins of the world. So, share God's free gift of salvation, love and blessings to others, even in tiny bits. You never know, maybe God is using a certain situation to make them feel his selfless love through you. Moreover, when you care deeply and wholeheartedly about the well-being of others without thinking on how it will benefit you or your ego, congratulations. You're a selfless individual, a trait that we need to practice especially at this time.